Ethiopia settled on South Africa, presented South Africa as the venue for the Ghana Black Stars to play with them in the next World Cup qualifier game for November. Well, the FA has reacted through their communications director, Henry Asante. We have a response from the FA, what they decided to do, whether they accept the venue that Ethiopia is presenting, and the way forward for them. We'll have a look at the reaction from the communications director. We're also going to talk about Gideon Mensah and his time with his club side Bordeaux. Why hasn't he been playing recently? You'll notice that when I talk about the performance of Ghanaian players abroad, Gideon Mensah is hardly talked about in the side, which is OFC Bordeaux. His coach has given an explanation for that. As usual, subscribe if you have not, click on the notification bell to get more updates. So the Ghana Black Stars are set to take part in the final two games of the World Cup qualifiers. They have to play Ethiopia and South Africa for a possibility to make it into the playoff places of the World Cup. Morocco and Senegal already there. But recently I've been talking about changes in venue for that game against Ethiopia. There are rumors that Ethiopia's stadium, well, they are not rumors, CAF have confirmed and said that their stadium cannot be used. So Ethiopia, in an attempt to get a new stadium, decided to write to Kenyan FA. CAF did not agree to that situation, or to that stadium, and they have finally settled on South Africa's Orlando Stadium in Johannesburg as the one. Yesterday, when I brought you that story, there was a lot of uproar in the comments. Some were saying, won't the FA do something? What are they saying? Will they just accept it like that? Well, I can't tell you now that they have responded. Harry Asante, in an interview with Happy FM, responded to that and said that the request has not formally come to them in a letter form, and that this is something that when that should it reach them, they are sure to reject it vehemently. The communications director, Henry Asante, has said that the association is yet to receive official communication from Ethiopian FA on next month's 2022 World Cup qualifier. Now, as reported, the Ethiopian FA and South African Football Association reached an agreement on Thursday to host the Walia Ibex. Ethiopia was supposed to host Ghana at the Bahir Dar Stadium in match day 5 in November, but the stadium has been suspended. The communications director of the FA, Henry Asante, disclosed in an interview that the association is yet to receive formal notice from the Ethiopian Football Association's decision to host the Black Stars in South Africa for the qualifier. According to him, South Africa and Ghana are in the race for the top spot in the group. Thus, it is not right for the game to be held in South Africa. Unfortunately, he said, for Ethiopia, after their game against Zimbabwe and South Africa, the match reports to CAF weren't favorable. That is why the venue has been closed down. At this moment, I don't know what went into the decision, but we can't fathom why we are in competition with South Africa and they expect us to go there and play. The Executive Council will make a decision and we will inform the public. Ghana will travel away to face Ethiopia next month in match day 5 of the 2022 World Cup qualifiers in November. The Black Stars are just 1 point behind South Africa in that group, who have 10 points, Ghana with 9 points. And I have to say, this is what we expected from the FA. He says he has seen the news, he has heard the rumors, he has seen the official communication on CAF about Ethiopia agreeing with South Africa to play the game there, but they have not received an official letter from Ethiopian FA telling them that Ghana, your next game with us will be in South Africa. So until that happens, they cannot proceed to take any action. But he is aware of the news making the rounds, he is aware of the things going on, but until they get that official communication, they will have to sit tight, wait for it, and then act on it. But this week they will meet as an association and decide on the next course of action should that letter be forthcoming, and they will know what to do next. It's not right. We have played in South Africa already. and we cannot, or they cannot expect us to go and play there once again. I really like this response, and we hope that they will not lie down for this to happen. We cannot go in and play in South Africa once again. I don't know what the Ethiopians were thinking, agreeing to play in a country we have already played for. I, for one, was of the opinion that probably it would not be a big deal, but it is just not right. This is not about whether it's a big deal or not. It's just not right on any basis, and I think this response is what we wanted to hear. They are not going to let sleeping dogs lie for us to go and play in another country where we've already played it. We're fighting anything, any funny things can happen, and we'll say, hey, this, we lost this man because of something, this and that. Well, that is not going to happen, and it's clear from this that Henry Asante-Twum, the FA, will not let sleeping dogs lie. They will react. They will not allow that to happen, and he said it here clearly. You've seen it and heard it yourself, and we cannot be any happier about that. Great news coming in there, but you guys should know that the ban, that COVID-19 red list that was given, and that did not allow most of our players to play in South Africa the other time, that ban has been lifted by the UK government. So if push comes to shove and we have no choice than to play it in South Africa, it will not be an issue. All the players will be viable to play, so that will not be an issue. But it's just about doing the right thing, and the right thing has to be done here. We cannot play in South Africa when we are vying with them for the same spot, so the FA will not lie down for that to happen. My final story has to do with Gideon Mensah, as his Bordeaux coach explains his recent struggles to play for the team. If you've been following this channel, I talk about performances of Ghanaian players abroad, and Gideon Mensah has been a notable absentee when I talk about the club Bordeaux. His coach has given an explanation. Bordeaux coach Vladimir Petkovic has blamed Gideon Mensah's recent struggle on the forced one-week quarantine for representing Ghana in a red list country. Now, Mensah has lost his place in the Bordeaux starting lineup after playing in the World Cup qualifier game against South Africa in Johannesburg in September. Since South Africa were red listed by France at the time, Mensah had to quarantine for 7 days. That has resulted in Mensah warming the bench often, playing just 21 minutes in Bordeaux last 4 games. Gideon Mensah had difficulties when he left with his national team after he had isolation, and he left with the national team and has not yet played. These are difficult times for a player. I'm happy with him. I've seen him grow in recent time. We need everybody, he said. Mensah, who was owned by Austrian side Red Bull Salzburg, has had a total of 4 appearances. So the coach is saying because he went to play for his national team and had to quarantine, he has had limited playing time because of that. I don't know. That was back in September. So you want to tell me? I just don't get this one here clearly. Well, hopefully he gets some playing time and he gets back on the pitch for his club side. This shouldn't be an issue. I'm sure he's ready to go. And we'll see how the weeks turn out and if he gets to play for Bordeaux. So that has been it for today. The GFA will not allow us to play in South Africa. They will fight this issue, waiting for an official letter from Ethiopia to proceed. And also Gideon Mensah's coach looking to give some sort of explanation as to why Ghanaian has not been playing for the club in recent times. He blames it on the COVID issue, having to go play in a red list country and having to quarantine for a week. I'll see you guys in the next one. Enjoy your day.